Well, we're swinging to the call like our brothers gone before, shouting the battle cry of freedom, and we'll fill the vacant ranks with 300,000 more, shouting the battle cry of freedom. The Union forever, hurrah, boys, hurrah! Down with the traitor, up with the star. Well, we rally round the flag, yes, we'll rally once again, shouting the battle cry of freedom.
Making 2010 steaks. Here, let me see that. Already. See that orange color?
Yeah.
Nice. So what I'm going to do is just put a point on this for right now. So I hit it a few times on one side, I turn it. I hit it a few times on the other, turn it. And as you can see, I'm starting to bring this metal to a
Shoulder
point.
wound, you can have some good hearty food today. I've got the greatest thing for you. Salt pork. Woo!
What are you selling this over for?
Salt, grizzle, fat, and flavor.
I don't like this.
No nutrition.
Is it all ground up?
Nope, it's slabs of salt
You
pork.
have your cotton, you have your little, your cotton threads, you have your buttons, you have your needles, you have your patches and all this other stuff. And this was very important for you to maintain your uniform. And as I said, you want to maintain the proper uniform.
I had to go 3 years to be a doctor. Then I had to go 2 years to Europe to be a surgeon if I had money. I was always working on a cadaver. You know what? A cadaver is a body that I can look at and see how the stomach and liver lays. And that. If not, I could go to Philadelphia or New York to a surgeon, but it took me 3 years to get my certificate. So, in the Civil War, we had doctors and we had surgeons.
Man on this side of the back of the gun came in with a wire brush and he cleaned out the vent hole. Each time you fire that, it gets gooey. And so you have to clean the powder out of all of that. Then after that, thumb stall, or there's a piece of leather on his thumb that he covers up the vent hole with, keep air out of there. After that, man in the front pulls out an instrument called a worm, goes in, worms out the whatever remnants were from the previous firing.
Now the blacksmiths, when we think of blacksmiths, okay, there's not very many blacksmiths around today still, but we think of when you break something from metal, right, you take it into the blacksmith to have it repaired, correct? That's usually what happens. In the South, especially during the time of the Civil War, when you had plantations, if something broke on your plantation, instead of you bringing it to the blacksmith would come to you instead. Okay, so the blacksmiths saw firsthand what the slaves had to go through. They saw the work that they had endured, the working conditions that they were in.
Now, you do realize this. This is before computers. There was an era before computers. I know most of you would find that hard to believe, okay? We went through school without computers, math after buses, pencils, okay? So now you have games that they would like to play, little things like this.
I've got a stomach wound. And so, what I've got for you, my coffee finally finished getting fixed. You can see the coffee grounds in the bottom. So that's what we're going to give to those of you with the stomach wound, and it's so strong that it's probably actually cleaning the inside of your stomach a little bit while the doc's cleaning it out.
Start out the war, and we had to be in a regular army. Now, when I was in a regular army, I was probably in 1855. I had all my education. I was a regular. This is called a roll-up amputee kit. The reason it's called like that, I can roll off this, I can put it in my little pouch, I can take it anywhere that I want. I could take this right on the battlefield if I want.
I was a slave, and I saw this pattern. Right away, I would probably, feel excited and try to interpret what it is. Now, as a slave, they did not have the luxury, like you and I do today, of going up to the store and buying a new set of clothes. Okay? They don't have a closet full of clothes, right, or dressers. They only owned one, maybe two different types of shirts. They would go up to the patch, and if they saw their sure pattern, and if they knew right away that their journey was about to begin, they better prepare themselves because the wagon.
And sighting the piece, the gunner goes up, puts an instrument on the back of the barrel, checks the elevation of the barrel, and that's going to tell them how far this round is going to fire out. At the ready command, the two men at the back of the gun are going to come in. One's going to poke a hole through that hole in the top of the barrel, which will allow us to ignite the round. And the other man is going to go in with a primer, put that in the hole.